What about our church? Because I think God's calling us. I'm going to talk turkey this morning. This has been a tough season. This past 16 months, for all of us, has been a tough season. It's been a season of storms of emotion. And I'm not ashamed to admit that it has been the toughest 16 months in my ministry. And people have left for a variety of reasons. Some of it, be perfectly honest, has been mistakes I made, not on purpose, but I made them. And if I did, I tried to make amends. Others have left because of the policy we set during this time. And I might say on both sides of the issue. Still others, with all of the political uproar that we've had, along with the COVID lockdown, people left because of politics. Not because of what they've heard from the pulpit, but what they've seen on Facebook or talked with other people in groups. And again, I might add, it's been both sides of the issue. So the first thing I want to say to all of you folks and all of you listening online and those who are not here because of the weekend but part of this church, thank you. Thank you for staying because your congregation is so important. Thank you that you feel called here and you're willing to look past disagreements to the greater good. Thank you. The second thing is for those who left, I hold no ill will. I bless them on their way. I hope they find a deeper, more fulfilling life in Christ. And they're welcome back if they want to come back. The third thing I want to tell you is for this past 16 months, I've been praying. I've been praying daily and often. And I'm standing up here this morning to tell you that I have the God confidence that God has a bright future for our congregation. Now, it's not going to look like the past. It is going to look completely different than what our congregation looked like in the past. Nor is it going to look like how some people define success. We are not going to, my guess, in the near future, have multi-sites all over the Twin Cities like Eagle Brook or some of these other congregations. But we have a bright future. I believe that God has called us to be a bright beacon of light and life here in the Brooklands and in the northwest part of the Twin Cities. A congregation that doesn't focus on the peripheral, but focuses on the core. A congregation that is multi-ethnic and multiracial. A congregation that at its core is based on the standard that Paul set for all of his churches that he founded in the New Testament and encouraged them over and over again in his letters. And probably the most succinct way he said it is when in one of his first letters, he wrote this: if anyone is in Christ, they are a new creation. There is neither Jew nor Greek, male nor female, slave or free. I might add, Norwegian or Liberian, Democrat or Republican, fill in any other of those peripheral details. But rather, if you are in Christ, you are a new creation, and that is the congregation we are going to be. I have the God confidence that God is leading us to that congregation. A congregation that takes their mission statement seriously, inviting all people to discover our full life in Christ. Will you join me? Well, if you will, say it like you mean it. Will you join me? Yes. Good. I have 2 requests. Pray. Daily and often. I know many of you have been. And second, you know, it's really stupid to share this vision on 4th of July of all times, but that's when I was told to do it. So I want to ask you to share it. To people who are here in the to people who are a part of our congregation that are not here. Encourage them to look at the YouTube. Okay?